Hello, hello. Welcome back to Yoga with Paige. Today's class, we are outside and we have just a quick little energizing flow. So we move around a lot, we build up heat, get that blood flowing, everything circulating and energized for the rest of the day, maybe even the rest of the week. We don't need any props, and this class is all level friendly, so you can grab your mat and we can get started. We are going to start today in child's pose. Big toes together, walking the hands in front, stapling the fingertips, starting to open up through the shoulders here. Taking a moment here to arrive. Breathing nice and deep into the belly. And then on the next inhale, we're going to plant the hands, come up onto the knees into cow, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale, round through the back, press away from the mat. Inhale, neutral spine, gazing forward, and exhale, coming back into child's pose. Again, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Flat back and child's pose. One more time, moving with the breath. This time taking the knees wide as the mat will allow. Walking the hands out, melting the heart down. One big breath here before raising the chest back up, coming into tabletop. Peeling that left arm up to the sky and threading the needle. Peeling it back up and exhale to thread under the shoulder. One more time, really opening up through the back, the front body. This time extending that right leg nice and long, sending the heel back towards the mat, pressing away with the right hand. And coming back up, swinging that right leg over, coming into this little moon pose. Gate pose stretch, reaching over. Nice deep breaths. Coming to sit on the sit bones, taking that foot into the right leg. Folding over, finding a little hamstring stretch. Lifting back up, extending both legs. Pressing the pelvis up, coming into this reverse plank pose. Holding here, active in the glutes, squeezing through the quadriceps, maybe even dropping the head back. And exhale to release, crossing at the ankles, coming back into our tabletop. Peeling that right arm up, and exhale to thread. Inhale to reach, exhale to thread. Inhale, last time, make it big. Exhale to thread. Extending that left leg. Sending the heel back, feeling this opening in the calf muscles and the hamstrings. And exhale, raising back up, turning to the side, kickstanding that right leg. Reaching the left arm over. And then coming to sit. taking the right foot into the left inner thigh and folding forward. Now we might be facing the back of the mat. We lift the chest, come back into tabletop pose. Pressing the feet into the mat, lifting up, connecting to the core, lifting the knees an inch off the mat, we hover. 5, 4, you're strong. 3, gaze in front. 2, and 1. See if we can come into downward facing dog from here, over the toes, and then walking the hands out. Pedaling out the feet. Gazing at the hands, bending the knees, stepping or jumping to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. You're gonna inhale to rise, big stretch, arms come above the head. Exhale, flat back, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step that left foot back into low lunge. Release the arms above the head. Exhale, rain the fingertips down, planting the hands, taking that right foot up into three-legged dog. Bending the knee, stacking the hips open. Holding here. Straightening the leg and stepping it in between the hands. Keeping that left knee up, high crescent lunge, big inhale. Rolling the shoulders down and back. Nice and strong. Exhale, rain the fingertips down, taking a vinyasa, coming into high plank, slowly lowering down with control. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale over the toes. Gazing at the hands, stepping or jumping up to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale to rise, hands come above the head, and exhale, dive forward, flat back. Inhale, long spine, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping that right foot back, low lunge. Exhale, rain the fingertips down, sweeping that left leg back, three-legged dog. Bending the knee, opening to the side of the mat. Holding here, foot is flexed. Coming back to three-legged dog before planting that foot in between the hands, high crescent lunge. Nice and strong, rolling the shoulders back, active in the glutes, squeezing the thighs together. One more deep breath before raining the fingertips down, planting the hands, taking a vinyasa. And we meet in downward facing dog. Gazing at the hands, bending the knees, coming up to the front of the mat, feet hip width apart, chair pose. Inhale, nice and big, sinking into the hips on the exhale. One more breath here. Then grounding through the right foot, lifting the left, trying to place the ankle on top of the knee, hands come to heart center. Beautiful glute stretch. Holding here. Raising up, straightening that leg, seeing if we can come into warrior three. Left leg comes behind, nice and slow, steady. Finding our balance. And we're gonna step that left foot back and turn to the back of the side of the mat. Goddess pose, I'll face you. Knees are nice and bent. Hands come to the knees. We take the left shoulder in and the right, the left and the right. Straightening the legs, reaching up, taking a big breath, and sweeping that left foot up to the front of the mat. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale above the head. Exhale, dive forward. Halfway lift. Step it back to plank. Lower down. Taking a vinyasa, we meet in downward facing dog. This time I want you to try to jump up, float up to the mat if you can. So bend the knees, take a big inhale. Exhale to jump. Feet hip width apart, big inhale, chair pose. Exhale, sink down. Holding here, active in the glutes. Shoulders are back. Grounding through the left foot, raising the right, bringing it on top of the knee. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more breath. Standing up nice and tall, taking that right leg back, warrior three. Hands can be in front or behind, whatever feels good to you. Nice and strong. And we can release that leg, bending the left, finding our hands to the mat, coming down onto the knees. Sitting back on the heels, taking the hands behind the feet, lifting up, finding a quadricep stretch, front shoulder stretch. Sending the pelvis and the chest up to the sky. And exhale to sink back down, taking the feet from under us, coming into boat pose. Shins are parallel to the mat. We're using our core, sucking the navel into the spine. Hold here. Maybe straightening the legs. We're igniting that fire. And exhale, gently release the legs, coming into staff pose, sitting up nice and tall. Flexing the feet, taking a moment here to catch our breath. Maybe walking the fingertips forward. Taking the left hand to the outside edge of the right leg. Finding a gentle little twist. We can cross the leg over if we like. Slowing down the heart. Exhale through center, switching sides. Coming back through center, slowly lowering down to the mat, rolling the back, sending the arms out in front. And releasing. Taking the soles of the feet by the sit bones. Palms come to the mat. Lifting the pelvis up for bridge pose. Squeezing the thighs together. Sending the pelvis up, up, up. Maybe we interlace the fingers underneath, giving us a little bit more height.
exhale, release, taking both knees into the chest. And a few options here. We can take legs up the wall. We can keep them just hanging out up here. Dead bug pose. There. We can take shoulder stand or plow pose, sending the legs over the head. Whatever feels good here, we just want to get the blood, we want to get the feet over the heart and get the blood circulating, getting it back up there, away from the extremities. Maybe we roll out the ankles here. Always options. Always ways to make this your own. One more breath. And we can release the legs, taking the right leg on top of the left, trying to stack knees and pull the ankles into the hips. Taking nice deep breaths. Exhale to release, switching sides. Finding any little movements here that feel good. We can release gently, taking the knees back into the chest. I'm going to just kind of gently let them fall side to side. One more time each side. And then we can gently rock up to a sitting position,
where I hope you feel energized and ready to conquer the rest of this day. Let me know how this class went for you down below. Give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to never miss more daily yoga with Paige. Thank you for practicing with me, friends. I hope you enjoyed the beautiful connection to nature behind me, and I look forward to practicing with you again very soon. Namaste.